This is your boy Praying Mantis coming at you with another spiritual conversation. The musician. Okay. So this is going to be an oracle message for the month of April. Of course, I'll be using my own personal deck that I created with my hands. Hegwig. So I feel like it's going to be really important with how you deliver your messages. I feel like you could be the right messenger, but I feel like there's a way that there's a need for you to add some type of charm with how you express the way that you communicate. Head with, okay? I'm also hearing too, something about your pet. There's a need for you to have more compassion with your pet, or to express more compassion with your pet, or you could just be focusing a lot more on your pet than usual. I feel like there's some type of noun that helps you generate some type of compassion with how you communicate with yourself or with other people. Yeah, so you have some type of friendship with your pet, or I feel like this could be like your only friend. This could be plants, but I just feel like you have like a true friendship, or I just feel like there's something that's going to be like that's destined to be around for like a while, or something is becoming more advanced. I'm also getting to, you could be experiencing some type of traveling when it comes to the future. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of traveling in the future, or I feel like this is something that you've been holding in, or this is a secret, or this is something that you secretly hold in that you want to travel in the future. I'm also getting to, you could be holding on to some type of big idea, or I feel like you could be holding back when it comes to a group of friends, or I just feel like you are detached from your friends to evaluate something on a more logical level. I feel like you gain a lot of messages by doing that. So maybe you know how to be around people but detach. I feel like that's the best method, because you don't expect anything. You don't expect anything. But I feel like that maybe needs to change, or I just feel like you have a lot of originality when it comes to how you view your friendships or your pets. Um, I'm also feeling like too, like you and your friend or your pet, y'all could be very like us against the world. Or I feel like you could be rebelling against some type of change when it comes to your pet, or the way that you communicate with your friends. But I feel like it's like some type of dark truth attached to it. I feel like something feels like it's forcing you to speak your truth, no matter how dark it is. Or I feel like you will gain a lot of power doing this. I feel like the way that you communicate with your friends is transforming. I feel like you're no longer silent about something, or you're going to realize when you speak your truth, something changes significantly. Something may make you feel like the villain, but I feel like it's because you're generating power. behind your truth. So what information do you have for the musician? The hangman. So you're stuck on something? Or I feel like you're having a spiritual experience? Or I feel like something is not moving? You could be like a messenger for some type of spiritual practice and you realize that something is just stuck. Or I feel like something won't move until you release something. Um, I just feel like something is forcing you to surrender to the divine until something is released. This could be some type of addiction that's blocking your communication or the way that you deliver messages. Something is disrupting your ego. But I feel like until you release something, nothing will move. Or until you change your perspective on your troubles, I feel like nothing will move. Or you could just feel like something is just causing you to just focus on spirituality or TV or drugs or, just like simplicity. Or I just feel like you are stuck in the attic, which means you're having like your mind is shifting, is changing. The universe is slowing something down for you in order for you to pay attention to something that's causing you to feel stuck. You already know what it is. I just feel like it's your ego. You could also be like ignoring like advice from like your friends or your soulmates or maybe your pet. Or I just feel like you may feel like you're holding on to something that isn't meant for you. I feel like it is. You may feel like something is bringing you to more trouble, but I feel like something is a part of your spiritual experience. Yeah. So the problem is, so I feel like there's a need for you to recommit to some type of commitment, or there's a need for you to exercise some type of discipline when it comes to what you are committed to, or you feel stuck here. Or I just feel like you are choosing to retreat from the world to investigate something, or maybe you're investigating a lot about spirituality, or just being able to escape from your reality. I feel like that's your magic, or that's where your magic is. I'm also getting to, there's a need for you to release some type of control that you have when it comes to your money. I feel like until you release this control of trying to manipulate something, um, and you flip the switch and you just start implementing hard work, I feel like that's when some type of financial karma changes, or I feel like if something like just don't become too bossy when it comes to your own needs. Or I feel like don't allow your addictions to allow you to become so bossy of your own needs that you become a detriment towards yourself. So you need to temper your anger, or you're coming off very mysterious. Or I feel like that's what the problem is, especially when it comes to your pets. So I see your network going up, or I see, um, yeah, there's going to be a change in your network. Maybe you are a public speaker, or I just feel like you do some type of work when it comes to the occult. I feel like it's going to support your life or your income. So expect the unexpected. There's a need for you to also plan for the future when it comes to your wealth. I feel like your network is about to change. Or I feel like you're about to, I feel like your gift of gab is about to attract a lot of different sets of people, or clubs, or friend groups, or organizations. I feel like that's where your wealth relies for the next 12 to 32 years. I feel like something that you do with your hands can also be something that you generate over the internet. So use your intelligence wisely. Now, I'm also getting that you could also feel very insecure when it comes to the way that you speak. I feel like you'd rather be silent, but I feel like it's your silence that speaks so like clearly to you, but not to others. Give me a title card for the musician. Wow. So I feel like if you want to gain some type of charm, or you want to get better when it comes to speaking or communicating with the world, I feel like maybe you should do some type of candle magic. I said it will also help you eliminate obstacles. Something will also sharpen the way that you speak, or the way that your mind retrieve information. So I'm guessing you need to use a yellow candle on Wednesdays. I feel like this will also improve your finances. Yeah, you have vernacular. Yeah. I feel like you have a very dark way of speaking. Um, I'm also getting to, there's like a lot of, you just come out very secretive, very dark. But I feel like people like it. Yeah, you're building something. Like, yeah, you're, even though you come out very dark, like there's still, you still have like a very beautiful connection with like the higher ups. Or I just feel like that's how, I feel like that's how you operate your messages, from a dark space. Maybe that's why you feel insecure. I'm also getting to, something is not what it seems. So I feel like even though something is dark and taboo, um, I don't think it's harmful. Even though magic is dark and scary, I feel like it's really important that that you use this gift to not, you know, do something wicked. Temporary. Yeah, so there could be like some type of dark entity that is like blocking you from being confident with how you speak your truth. I feel like something is temporary. Um, it may even be controlling your mood swings. Or I just feel like there could be a Pisces that's doing candle magic to trigger you, or to block you from retrieving or sending messages out. But I feel like in the future, something is still going to go your way because you rule nature. So I feel like if you're being patient and you're being loyal and you're being hard working towards something, something's going to grow because of time, because you are, nature is time. So I feel like you're going to get a confirmation of this reading in the next 2 hours, or something's going to be dead to you in the next 2 hours, or there's some type of significance when it comes to some type of candle magic that you're going to receive some type of results from in the next 2 hours. I'm your boy Praying Mantis. I'm your magical instructor for this evening. And remember, lose your mind, find yourself. I see you around.